reproductive system. Yeah!
Got a condom.
It's okay. Nothing's gonna happen. Oh, nuts! Mom, I haven't got my period.
Can't this wait?
No, I think something's wrong.
But I'm writing a book about Mr. Price's biology class when I was in high school.
Mom, it's been like 5 ever since I got my period.
Okay, well, each month a woman goes through an ovarian cycle where an egg is released and it prepares for possible fusion with a sperm.
The egg I ate for breakfast?
No, honey, the egg, not the egg you eat for breakfast. The egg you eat for breakfast comes from chickens.
Oh.
So if the sperm and egg don't fuse together, then the egg degenerates because it's not needed, and the egg will come out every month.
What?
Honey, your eggs didn't degenerate.
My eggs didn't degenerate? What does that anything to do with Ellen DeGeneres?
Remember that party you went to a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Did things get out of hand?
A little. Okay.
What happened there?
I can't tell you, Mom.
You can tell me anything.
Okay. I had sex with Justin Bieber!
Did you have a condom?
Sean Condon? Why would I use one of those during my sexual intercourse with Justin Bieber?
Because it's a condom. condom. It prevents the sperm from entering your vagina.
Oh.
Why you didn't get your period? Because you need your eggs to fertilize the sperm so you can make a baby.
What? Got one more question.
What is it?
Do babies come out of your anus?
Oh my God! I'm taking you to the best doctor I know, Dr. Majora, Dr. Labia Majora.
Hello, I am here for Miss Mimi Pubek.
Hi, I'm her mother. She's in the bathroom right now.
Oh, well, when she come to my office, tell her to put on this gown.
Hey, babe!
Hi, Minnie. Dr. Labia Majora said you have to put this on. So here you go. Go to the bathroom.
Are you for real? I hate orange. I just hate orange. I hate the whole orange. Oh my God! I was so bad.
No, my name is Dr. Labia Majora. Please sit your gluteus maximus down and talk to me.
Isn't labia majora like part of your butt?
No, ma'am. The labia majora is part of the reproductive system.
Oh.
Okay, Minnie, please tell me about your situation.
I had sex with Justin Bieber.
Oh, no. Sit down. Sit. Do you have any regrets?
No regrets. You know what I'm saying?
But are you pregnant?
I think so. Like we took a test and it says I was, but like you never know, right?
You would know.
Like I just don't know what happened. Like sometimes I'm like really dumb, but then like I'm really smart too. Like I really am. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but let me help you understand the reproductive system of the female and the male. This is called a penis, and this is called a vagina.
Wow, this is so interesting. Do I have one of these?
Oh, no, you have one of this.
Oh
Wait, but I have a better idea.
Okay.
We can watch my video on the reproductive system. Let me go get it, let me go. Look it, I got it. It's the video. The video of the reproductive system. Let's go watch it.
Okay, wait.
We got to go watch the video.
Wait, no, wait. I have a serious question.
Yes.
Dr. Labia Mahora.
Yes.
Will, like, I get pregnant again from watching this?
Oh, no.
Will I, like, end up with
No,
twins?
no. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Male reproductive system.
Gonads in the male, which are more commonly known as testes, are endocrine glands that secrete sex hormones. Their primary function is to produce and store gametes, which, in a male, are sperm. Sexual reproduction occurs when there is a formation of a diploid zygote from 2 haploid gametes through fertilization. To start, one of the most important roles of a male is to produce sperm cells and deliver them to the female in order to fertilize the egg. The sperm is stored in the testes. The testes are egg-like parts that are gamete-producing organs. Each is about 4 centimeters long and 2.5 centimeters wide. In the testes, there are 250 compartments that contain seminiferous tubules. Testes develop in the abdominal cavity. Before the male is born, they descend into the scrotum, which regulates temperature and serves as a protectant. The scrotum is cooler than the body temperature, so the sperm can survive and complete development. Sperm is produced during puberty. A male usually produces sperm most of his life or until his testosterone levels aren't high enough. A mature sperm is made up of a tail, a midpiece, a mitochondria, a nucleus, a head, and enzymes. The sperm also has flagellum to help it swim. The path of the sperm can be recalled by the acronym 7UP. The path goes from the seminiferous tubules to the epididymis, to the vas deferens, to the ejaculatory duct, then to none, then to the urethra, then out the penis. Two hormones that are released in the male regulate the functioning of the testes. Follicle-stimulating hormones stimulate Sertoli cells to produce a protein that stimulates spermatogenesis, which is also known as cell division. Follicle-stimulating hormone also stimulates Sertoli cells to produce something called inhibin, which decreases the secretion of this hormone. Luteinizing hormone stimulates Leydig cells to produce testosterone. The vas deferens leads to the seminal vesicle and must be functioning to ensure that a man does not become sterile, which means that he cannot provide functioning sperm to the female for reproduction. The vas deferens enters the abdominal cavity where it loops around the urinary bladder and merges with the urethra. The seminal vesicles lie between the bladder and the rectum and supply sugar to the sperm for energy. The seminal vesicle also provides fluids for the sperm. The urethra is a duct through which urine exits the urinary bladder. Semen also exits from this duct. The urethra is the last stop for sperm before the penis. Seminiferous tubules secrete a fluid that mixes with sperm and makes them more mobile. Sperm form through meiosis in the special network of these tubules. Each seminiferous tubule is lined with sperm nerve cells and sperm stem cells. Both the prostate gland and the bulbourethral gland add neutralizing fluids to the sperm, which keeps it from dying in the acidic vagina. The bulbourethral gland is more commonly known as the Cowper's gland. An erection occurs when the spongy tissues of the penis fill with blood. Ejaculation occurs in contractions and is when the semen exits the erected penis. 10% of the total amount of semen that is ejaculated is sperm. A nocturnal emission or wet dream is a type of spontaneous orgasm during sleep that usually occurs when the male is aroused.
Prostate cancer is the second leading cancer killer in men that affects men over the age of 50. Premature ejaculation is when a male ejaculates sooner during sexual intercourse than is desired. It can be treated with medication. Female reproductive system. The ovaries are two almond-shaped organs. They produce gametes, and they're the main organs of the reproductive system of the female. The eggs mature near the surface of the ovaries, and next, the mature egg is released into the abdominal cavity, where it is carried into the fallopian tube or the uterine tube. The muscles in these tubes contract to move the eggs down the uterus. The uterus is a hollow muscular organ where a fertilized egg will develop. The cervix is the lower entrance to the uterus. Muscles control when it opens and closes. The vagina is a muscular tube that leads from the cervix to the outside of the body. The vagina is where a baby exits during childbirth, and the entrance for sperm during intercourse. All the external structures are called the vulva, which includes the labia. Labia are mucous membranes that cover and protect the opening to the female reproductive system. A woman is born with approximately 400,000 eggs, of which only 300 to 400 are released during her lifetime. The rest of the eggs cannot be fertilized. Egg formation occurs through meiosis. It begins from an egg cell that goes through meiosis. All eggs go through meiosis, but remain in prophase 1 until a woman reaches puberty. Signals are given for the body to release eggs. Usually only one is released. The mature egg, or the ovum, gets most of the cytoplasm, which gives nutrients to the egg. In the ovarian cycle, each month, the female reproductive system prepares and releases an ovum. The ovarian cycle has 3 stages: the follicular phase, ovulation, and the luteal phase. During this cycle, the menstrual cycle prepares the uterus for possible pregnancy, which lasts 28 days total. The follicular phase is when an immature egg cell completes its first mitotic division. It begins when the hypothalamus secreted follicle stimulation hormone, FSH, stimulates cell division of follicle. A follicle is a layer of cells that surrounds an immature egg. This phase lasts approximately 14 days. Estrogen levels keep rising during this phase because it stimulates a luteinizing hormone. The rise in the luteinizing hormone allows the follicle to rupture and release an egg. This is called ovulation. After ovulation, an egg is carried to the fallopian tube where it awaits for possible fertilization. The luteal phase is when the corpus luteum, a structure that occurs when the cells of the ruptured follicle grow larger and fill the cavity of the follicle. In this phase, the uterus lining gets thicker. This phase lasts about 14 days, and also in this phase, estrogen and proestrogen levels rise while FHS and LH levels drop. If an egg is fertilized, it attaches to the lining of the uterus for 9 months. Menstruation is when the lining of the uterus and blood from ruptured blood vessels are discharged from the vagina. It lasts 5 to 7 days of the follicular phase. This is caused by a lack of hormone release due to an unfertilized egg. Menstruation occurs in women until about age 50. When the menstruation stops for good, it is called menopause. If sperm encounters an egg, it will fuse together and form a zygote. This is fertilization. The 9 months for human development after fertilization is called gestation. While in the fallopian tubes, the zygote goes through a mitotic division known as cleavage. This produces a ball of cells called a morula. These divide and release a blastocyst. This is a ball of cells with large fluid-filled cavity. In the uterus, the blastocyst attaches and embeds itself into the uterine wall, which is called implantation. Pregnancy occurs at implantation, which occurs a week after fertilization. During afterbirth, the placenta, the amnion, and the uterine lining are expelled out of the body. Also, the baby's lungs expand, which soon become fully functional, along with the baby's excretory system. As well, the umbilical cord is tied and cut. Cervical cancer is a disease where there are bad tumors on the cervix. Risk factors include smokers and age 40 or over. Vaginitis is an inflammation or irritation of the vagina. Symptoms include redness, burning, and itching, and can be caused by sex, hormone balance, and antibiotics.
First trimester.
Got my baby bump.
Welcome to first trimester yoga class. My name is Carlota Falopia Topa.
Hello, how
and
are
I
you?
am the instructor today. Please rise and follow as I do. Thank you for coming.
In the first trimester, most dramatic changes in human development occur. It's the first 1/3 of the pregnancy. For the first 8 weeks, the human is called an embryo, which develops from massive cells on the blastocyst. For the first 2 to 3 weeks after fertilization, the embryo looks like an animal embryo, and cells reorganize into 2 and then to 3 different categories of cells, which form germ layers. These germ layers are called the ectoderm, the mesoderm, and the endoderm. These germ layers help develop different parts of the body. There are 4 membranes which help develop the progression of the embryo. One is called the amnion, which forms the amniotic sac, which is a sac that surrounds the embryo. In this sac is amniotic fluid, which protects the embryo from injury. The fluid in the amniotic sac also helps keep the embryo moist. Another membrane is the yolk sac, which is where the first blood cells originate. Another one is called the allantois. Another layer is called the chorion, which surrounds all of these membranes. The chorion forms the chorionic villi, which extend into the uterine lining. The placenta is the structure through which the mother nourishes the embryo. It allows substances to pass from the mother to the embryo. This is why women should avoid doing drugs and alcohol when they are pregnant. If they don't avoid alcohol, the baby could develop fetal alcohol syndrome, which causes birth defects. The embryo is attached to the placenta by the umbilical cord. The umbilical cord contains arteries and veins that carry blood between the embryo and the placenta. Blood from the mother and the embryo never mix. A hormone called human chorionic gonadotropin is secreted by the placenta in the 2nd week, early after fertilization. Without this hormone, the corpus luteum stops producing necessary hormones, which causes menstruation. In the 3rd week, brain, spinal cord, and nervous system begin to form. The 21st day is when the heart starts beating.
On your baby.
In the 5th week, arms, legs, eyes, and ears begin to develop. In the 6th week, fingers and toes form. The embryo begins to move now, but the mother cannot feel it. In the end of the first trimester, the embryo is now called a fetus. This fetus grows to about 5 centimeters. This is the end of the first trimester yoga class. Second trimester.
Is Kinyota Falopia Topa, the twin of Carlota Falopia Topa. I will be teaching you how to dance with a pregnant big belly. Okay, let's start by stretching.
In the second trimester, which is the second third of the pregnancy, many changes occur. The mother's uterus enlarges, the fetus's heartbeat can be heard, the skeleton of the fetus begins to form, lanugo also forms, and lanugo is a soft layer of hair that grows over the skin. The fetus begins to wake up and sleep. The fetus also begins to swallow and suck its thumb. The fetus can hiccup, make a fist, kick its feet, and curl its toes now. Also in the second trimester, the mother may feel the fetus move, and at the end of the second trimester, the fetus is about 34 centimeters long and 2 pounds heavy.
See you soon for the third trimester. Dance
Third trimester.
Hello, my name is Kinyota Falopia Topa, and I am back for third trimester dance class.
Yo, what's up, homie?
Hello, how are you doing?
Oh, she's doing right.
Good, let's dance.
During the third trimester, the fetus grows quickly and undergoes many changes that will allow it to survive on its own. The fetus can now see light and darkness. The fetus can react to music and sounds, so it's basically dancing right now. And the last half of the trimester, the fetus develops fat deposits which insulate the body and keep it warm.
That concludes the third trimester dance class. I hope you have a nice life.
You get the hug.
Or tell me how your baby goes.
Okay. Birth occurs 38 weeks after fertilization, which is also 270 days. Prostaglandins and hormones in the body initiate childbirth. High levels of estrogen, prostaglandins, and oxytocin cause the uterus to contract. Amniotic sac breaks, and in a process called breaking water, the amniotic fluid comes out of the vagina. During birth, muscles in the cervix and vagina relax, which allows them to enlarge and open. These contractions allows the fetus to pass through the vagina. The other events before childbirth is called labor. The birth is when the fetus exits the mother.
Now we are going to watch a live childbirth.
It's coming! Oh my! It's a baby!
What a beautiful baby boy you have, ma'am. What are you going to name him?
I'm going to name him after the person that inspires me most in the world. Brinton Price.